Hello everybody, Sorbeten here and welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be tackling some matrices questions, some multiple choice type questions on matrices. So let's head straight into the first question. So the question says, if the determinant of A is equal to 0, then we know A is, so when the determinant of a matrix is equal to 0, we can conclude that, of course, the matrix is not an inverse, not an identity, not a non-singular. We can say it's a singular matrix. Any matrix that has a determinant of 0 is a singular matrix. Next question. What is the order of the matrix product xy? So we see x is equal to 1, 3, negative 3, 3, 0, 5. And y is equal to 3, 0, 2, 1, 0, 5. And we want to know when we multiply x times y, what would be the order of that? So we see x is a 2 by 3 matrix, and y is a 3 by 2 matrix. So we know they are compatible, but that is not a question. So these two n numbers will tell you about the compatibility, and these two n numbers will tell you what the product will be, what the order of the product will be. So we see the order of the product will be a 2 by 2 matrix, which is simply A. So some person will want to go and multiply x times y, and then you will get a 2 by 2, but you don't need to go through all of that. That would waste a lot of time. So you just need to find the order of the two matrix and take the two n numbers, and that will give you the product. So next question says, if the vectors p and q are 3, 2 and negative 1, 4 respectively, then negative p minus 2q is, so we know p is this here, so this will be negative p. So negative p, if this is p, negative p will just be negative both of these here, so it will be negative 3, negative 2, subtract 2 multiplied by negative 1, 4. So we know this will be negative 3, negative 2. Subtract 2 times negative 1 would be a negative 2. 2 times 4 would be 8. So now we subtract the corresponding elements. This will be negative 3, subtract a negative 2. And this will be a negative 2, subtract 8. So we have these two negatives together, which will cancel out and be a plus. So this will be equal to, so negative 3 plus 2, that would give me a negative 1, and negative 2 minus 8 would give me a negative 10. So I have negative 1, negative 10 as the answer, which is D. So we need to be careful with these kind of questions, especially when they have all of these negatives and so on. So the answer here is D. So this question says, two matrices A and B are conformable for multiplication A by B. So by conformable, they mean compatible for multiplication. So to determine if two matrices are compatible, let's go through the options. So the number of rows, so let me just put a matrix 2 by 3 and a 3 by 2. So these two must be the same. So this here would be rows by columns. So here is the column and here is the rows. So let's see. The number of rows in A, so let's call this A, let's call this B. So the number of rows in A is equal to the number of columns in B. Number of rows, no, we're not dealing with the number of rows to see if they are compatible. Let's go, the number of columns in A is equal to the number of rows in B. So the number of columns in A is equal to the number of rows in B. Indeed, that is true, so our answer is B. Let's go through the other options though. Both matrices are of the same order. Nope. Both matrices are rectangular. Nope. So the answer is B. So nice thing to do was put down an example, state the order of the two matrices, and then read the statements looking at your example. So with that, this has brought me to the end of this video in which I tackled some concepts on the matrices using some multiple choice type questions. And I want you to keep practicing these concepts and keep practicing these kind of questions. And until then, I'll see you in the next video in which I'll be tackling some more questions. Until then, take care and keep practicing.